Let's see if we're golden. By the looks of it, we are. There we are. Let's see. Keep trying to. I need to find something. Hang on. I'm trying to find like a background image to loop. I guess that didn't happen. Let's see. Nope, that one ain't working. Probably should have got this done sooner, but who cares? Some text. We're gonna make this look all nice and fancy. There we are. That's looking a lot better. Alrighty, so what's on the docket for today? We got some stuff to unbox, because that's what YouTube is now. It's just unboxing stuff. Close a couple of tabs here. Wait for some people to get in. closed out the sound. There we are. All right, now we got the sound back, or at least got the music, the royalty-free synthesizer music. Tell me if it's good or bad. I'll change it around if I need to. So, the main thing about today is that I've had a couple things on ice that I gotta open up. According to Toy Amigos, the technical term is a depression pile, where you just have stuff that you've had on ice for the last however long. This has been on ice for the last month, so I haven't opened any of these in the last month, a little bit less than a month since I've had them, because I was waiting specifically for this stream to unbox them on. How's it going, Lars? Tell me if the audio sounds good. I have some background music playing, so give me a heads up on whether or not that sounds good. This is my first stream, like in front of the camera stream, in a very, very long time, so I wasn't prepared. I also took a small nap, yeah, so I don't know if we should get into the figures now. I'm actually pretty excited to open these up. Sounds high quality, awesome. That's it's good to hear. I was muted. I'll leave it up to you. We got some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff, and we got some Dragon Ball stuff. I'll leave it up to you if you'd like to decide on whether or not which one we should open, Jujutsu or Dragon Ball. I mean, it's all gonna get opened up regardless if you say anything or not. But I am giving you the choice to decide the fates, the beginnings of this live stream. I really like this Dragon Ball Z background that I have, the Cell Saga. I don't know, I got this off of Twitter. I don't know where, what account, I don't remember what account, and I like the Boo Saga and the Saiyan and Namek Saga. I think the other one I have is the Frieza Saga with like the Ginyu Force and all that. Ginyu Force, Frieza, a couple of other characters, but Cell Saga might be my favorite. Cell and Android. Dragon Ball Z. Alrighty. First up, we got this guy. This is the Figuarts Power Pole. By the way, this is all Figuarts stuff. Got the Figuarts Power Pole from Dragon Ball. I spent money on a stick, but if that means that later down the line we get more Dragon Ball stuff, then I'm fine with spending some money on a glorified chopstick. So, like I said, some people may think it's stupid, but it's the best way to support Dragon Ball, that's for sure. He's buying the toys. Is this stapled in? Oh no, it just slides out. It's just a stick. Let me get my Saiyan raised under Goku. Bit dusty. Here he is. Here's Goku himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the Saiyan raised on Earth figure arts Goku. Slide out these the hands. So this, I think this, the power pole was an SDCC exclusive for something 1 year, but yeah. So, and then wiggle the hand on. So, and then put the power pole into his hand. I want to see if this works on the Kid Goku that I have as well, because he comes with a power pole as well. Was it like $100? No, it was $20. Yeah, here we are. I think I'll have him on the display. I think I'll have him displayed the same way this is, except I'll have him have the karate chop hand the same way that I had before. So, yeah, no, it was $20. It wasn't $100. If it was $100, then yeah. And there are some third-party options as well, but I don't really like supporting bootlegs when it comes to stuff like this, because the money doesn't go to the companies, like the what do you call it? Like, it doesn't go. The money doesn't go to Toei or Figure Arts. It goes. I can't think. You know, because buying the Dragon Ball figure art stuff like that directly supports the series, and if spending, like I said, if spending $20 on a stick gets us more Dragon Ball for the next 20 years, I'm fine with that. Fiddle that through. Got Happy Goku with a great looking power pole. I don't think Goku's used the power pole in a very long time. I haven't seen Dragon Ball Super yet. I've just seen the main like highlight clips, like the fight with Jiren and all that, but I haven't seen the main series. All right, here we are. This is how Goku will be displayed on my shelf for however long. So yeah, it's looking great. This is a really good figure, to be honest, and I do have the superheroes, Dragon Ball Superheroes Goku on order, but I've seen some things that makes it look not the greatest, but it's apparently got better articulation and I don't know. The face sculpts are one of my problems with it. It looks a bit on the iffy side. I'm gonna put this behind me. Put Goku's hand. The alternate hand in there. Let's see. We'll go in numerical order, I guess. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. This is the re-release version that came out a couple months ago. So BBTS had a restock of it, snagged it, and we're opening it now. So Super Saiyan 3, the Great Form, used to be my favorite. It no longer is. That distinction is held by Super Saiyan God for a couple of reasons. But yeah, I think this used to be my favorite, so I have a bit of a soft spot for Super Saiyan 3. Oh, looks like the shading on the crotch area is pretty heavy. Oh, then he's got the halo too, because he was dead the first time we saw Super Saiyan 3. That's right. I mean, he's pretty heavy. Makes sense. He's got a giant block of plastic on his head for hair. So... oops. Damn it, it's one of these. The leg popped off. So, that happened with my Super Saiyan that I got as well. The standard Super Saiyan, like the right leg was super tight. So, alright. Looks like that was just a one-time thing, and the leg is pretty tight, pretty snug in there. A couple of mold lines in the knees, but they're in the knee, so you'll never see it. Let's see, can you take the halo out? Oh, that halo is integrated really well. A couple of swivels in the hair. Gotta break up whatever plastic molding. It's not really a problem, it's just like, this is the thing with Super Saiyan 3, is that it's like over the top and try hard and edgy, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But it's like slightly excessive when it comes to the hair. Man, his arm is really tight. I might have to get some shock oil or something in there. Let's see if I can get him to stand up on his own. Yeah, he can stand up on his own, you just have to angle him correctly. You do have to have him look forward, you have to have the hair stick out a considerable amount. But yeah, I'm a fan of this. I'm a big fan of this. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the way this guy feels, the way he looks. I like the hair. Figure Arts has never really been super accurate when it comes to the hair color. Because in this show it was just a flat, very matte, sort of pale yellow for the Super Saiyan hair color, and then in Dragon Ball Super, that's when they started getting super glossy, and that was probably just the way they drew it with, I'm guessing they have some sort of CG department or whatever for the new stuff. So alright, that's Goku's hair popped out. Let's see, we'll put in the stern looking to the side, the like famous pose he does right after he transforms and is looking at Babidi and Majin Buu. Babidi, yeah, it's Babidi. God, it's really hard to put the hair on, or the faceplate on because the hair is so spiky. Ow. Alrighty, there we are. Boom. Looking off to the side, being a menace. And then having the halo. So and he comes with a stand as well, and a couple other face plates and hands as well. So I'll figure out a way I want to put him on the shelf. So yeah, I really like the feel of this guy. It's pretty. Yeah, I know a lot of people really liked this when it came out, and I can see why. It's with a couple of exceptions, like a couple minor things, namely the fact that the hair has to jet out this much in order for him to look forward. Yeah, this is really, really good. Legs are a bit tight and the shoulders are really tight, so but all stuff that can eventually be remedied. Let's see, I'll switch out the faceplate and put him back in the grinning state. Oh, he's actually really hard. Oops. And then, boom, there we are. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Pop this back in and I'll fiddle with all of this later once we once I set everything up. Alright, continuing in numerical order. Oh man. Super Saiyan 4. Figure arts. I've seen a couple of slightly skeptical things about it, but nothing too I don't know what the word is. Threatening, concerning. I've just seen a couple of QC issues potentially with it. So let's see. Pop open the creases. Alright, very, very purple and red. This is more, or no. Purple, red, pinky, yellow. Oops, his hair just fell off. Alrighty. So I did see that Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is for sale right now. Of course I got it. Vegeta is my favorite character of all time, and I'm not skipping out on any potential Vegetas that I can add to the collection, so obviously I got it. His head is pretty loose. So moving some things around, breaking in the joints. That's nice, the way they integrated the hair joints. So too great. The new hip joints looking good. The knees could be a little bit better. They're a bit gappy. Nothing at the feet could be a little bit better. The ankles are just a tinge loose. At least the left one is. But yeah. Legs are a little bit wobbly at the hips as well. So yeah, this guy's looking pretty good. Haven't put on the tail yet. I don't have any other. Oh, I have Scouter Vegeta, the 2.0, and that one has a tail on it, and that one's a bit of a pain. Especially the curled up tail, just given the way they engineered it. Pop that sucker in, hopefully I don't break him. That would be just my luck. Alright, then. Nope, not going in straight. I'll put it in later. But, interesting that the hair is on the side. Oh, that's a really long ball joint. Slightly scary. I don't know why. I really like Goku when he's smirking. He's got a great smirking face to go with it. Because he's like, I know I'm in control. There's nothing you can do about it. Put the hair in. Oh yeah, that's killer. That is killer. Smirking Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku. The shoulders are really, really broad. Jeez. Look at how broad the shoulders are. So, yeah, this ankle joint is just really loose. I'm not putting much effort into it, and it's a bit on the loose side. So, man, I'm really impressed with this. I also haven't seen GT. I need to get on that. They have it for $30 at Target, the whole entire series. I don't know how many seasons it's considered, but it's like an all-in-one. And I'll probably go ahead and get that. Let's see. Again, I'll try putting that tail back in. It's just a straight thing. It's a good preview, at least, for what it's supposed to look like. So, again, I'll futz with that later. Get that looking good. Let's put together the Kamehameha effect. Let's see if there are instructions for it. Oh. A little brochure for Bandai Premium. Five short and 2 longer pieces. Let's see, there's a peg that goes right into the hand. Right there. Let's see, I'm just gonna put the piece in there just like that. Alright. Find a way. Life finds a way to play with your toys. Oh, that looks like that goes in there. Like that. This one goes in between his thumb and his forefinger, his index finger, and I'm guessing these just go wherever they go. This must be terribly exciting. I apologize, but 2. 3. 4. Then 5. That's the Kamehameha effect. It's looking pretty great. And it could probably just be whatever it is. Actually, let me try something out. Alright, here is my 2021 Godzilla vs. Kong Mechagodzilla. Now, obviously he doesn't come with a beam effect, whatever it's called, the lightning screamer, thunder screamer, plasma scream effect. Let's see how well this looks, how good this looks. Okay. Place it right in here like that. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, yeah, I'd recommend that for anybody that wants some effects for their Mechagodzilla. And they get this perfect option for you. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Those are put away. Let's see. Have Goku standing up on his, up next to his brethren. Tailless, though he may be. Ooh, yeah, that ankle is awful. There is no friction in that. Hopefully he doesn't fall over. Alright, so that is the last of the Dragon Ball stuff, and we'll move on to some Jujutsu Kaisen pieces. Put this back in that. Alright. Let's see, we'll go in order of favorites, or least favorite to favorite character. So, this is the oldest one I have, by the way. Nobara Kugisaki. Not that she's a bad character, it's just that out of the 4 that have been released so far from Figuarts, she's my least favorite. Nobara Kugisaki. Pull off the little plastic protectors. Excuse me. Alright, slight ratchet joints in the knees by the feel of it. Come on. Let's see one of the... Oh, that is tight. Feels a bit whack. Alright. Yeah. It's pretty small, given the... I mean, that's the point, I guess. Good articulation. The skirt, unfortunately... Oh, it does have a break in it. Okay, good. Slightly limits the range of motion, especially outward, but yeah, pretty nice. And then the head just pops off with a replacement, like screaming hair, like action hair, hairpiece. A couple of different effects. This does not. Oh, it does pry open. See, that'll just pry open, and then you'll take off the hairpiece, or the headpiece, faceplate. Nobara Kugasaki. This is probably the frailest, like the fiddliest figure arts I've ever held. I've ever moved around, just given the size of the build of the figure, how thin it is. So not knocking points on it. It's just that's just the way that it is. So let's see. Got the hammer. Got our little mallet with the heart on the top from the show. One hand with one single nail, can't see it, and then another hand with basically Wolverine claws with nails. Very pointy, very sharp on those nails. What's this piece? I'm guessing. Alright, they sculpted fingernails. That's crazy. So, a couple of pointing hands, other gestural hands. Let's see. Let's try on that extra alternate head. It's a really long neck peg. A yelling Nobara. Pretty, like I said, pretty. Oops, that ain't supposed to happen. The neck joint came out with the head. That was easy enough to pop out anyway, so I'm not worried about it. So, yeah, that's the first of the Jujutsu Kaisen cast that I have. Let's see, well, next we'll move on to, let's see. Do I like Itadori more, or do I like, Megumi? Let's see which one I like more. Let's do Megumi. Why not? How's it going? Let's see. Opening up Fushiguro. This one comes with a companion accessory for the Itadori as well, with an extra Sukuna head. So, taking him out. Already he feels much different to Nobara. Why is there tape on him? Huh. He feels much different to Nobara, namely because of how spindly she is and how much more built and full he is. Oh, that's a rubber overlay. That is wet. I mean, just from the two figures I've opened already, these Jujutsu Kaisen are kind of blowing out the figure arts in terms of the feel. Or the Dragon Ball, the DBZ figures. Keita, I opened up Nobara first because she's my least favorite of the four. But how can you compete with Gojo? See, his arms are slumped down really low. It looks looks a little awkward when you look at him from head on. The head sculpt is great, I'll give it that. It's even got a little Adam's apple. You can't see it at all, but he's got a little Adam's apple in the on his neck. So, comes with a couple accessories. He comes with his Shadow Wolf hand piece, where he, let's see, how does he do it? It's like this, where he like grabs his hand and does the Vulcan greeting. And he's got another pair where he's going like this. For the bird, his bird attack, his bird curse. I don't remember what that one's called. And then I don't remember what this one's for. I haven't seen the show in a while. Need to rewatch it. Just first impressions weren't amazing, but this one, the closed fist. I think this one might be for the snake that he has. I don't remember if he has a snake. Okay, you'll definitely tell me. The rubber overlay is whack. Man, his feet are big too. So, Fushiguro has hair that rivals even Dragon Ball in spikiness, let me tell you. Just from this piece, from this guy, this figure. I'll put on the screaming Fushiguro head, or faceplate, I should say. And then there we are. A yelling Fushiguro. And then, like I said earlier, it comes with a companion piece for Itadori. It comes with a smiling Sukuna head. Oh, that's his domain expansion. Okay. Doesn't he only use that once in like the second to last episode? Again, it's been a hot minute since I've watched the show. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, his shoulders are a bit warped. That might be why. Oh, there we are. There we are. I brought his shoulders up so that he went from this to this. So, considerably better. And he's actually fairly tall, too. Especially compared to Goku. So. Let's see. Alright. Fushiguro and all his stuff goes back. And we'll open, I guess, my second favorite character by default. The one, Yuji, Sukuna's vessel. They need to make a Toda figure to go with this and have that best friend do. Because he's still growing and uses more. Oh, he uses more of the domain expansion. Well, spoilers. Alright. Itadori is out of the box. More packed with stuff than Fushiguro or Nobara. But we won't hold it against him. So, take out the plastic. And Itadori is pretty great. It's just already just moving him around, breaking in the joints. I So far he's moving better than all the other two. Feels a lot better. Again, he's a bit bulkier, quite a bit bulkier than Obara. His uniform is much baggier. One thing that kept me from buying this up like day one or whatever were the head sculpts, because in the original promo pictures they were what was it? Oh my goodness. The inside of the wrist, like the cuffs of his like undershirt, like move around as if they were actually on, like underneath and moving around with his hand. Anyway, the head sculpts were pretty off to the show because, from what I understand, Bandai based the head sculpts on artwork from the manga, and so that has a slightly different, like, it's obviously it would be Itadori, but it just didn't look right for most people, and so they went back and resculpted, which is good. You know, listening to the criticism and concerns. It's a new style ball joints. So I'm glad they did it. It's not 100%. I think the good smile looks a little bit better when it comes to likenesses to the show, but those are much more expensive and they don't come out for a while, so yeah. Itadori comes with 2 of his curse flash effects. I know the good smile, the Figma, comes with a black flash as well, but again, the joint style for Figma is also not quite as good. They don't integrate it as well as Figure Arts does in my eyes. So the curse just fits over his hand. So for both of them just fit over his fists. So yeah, then we'll take a look at the other Sukuna head that he comes with. I think the difference between this head and the one that comes with Megumi is that this one, which is Itadori's, is looking down, while the one from Fushiguro is looking straight up to straight ahead. So comes with a Sukuna hand with the tongue out. You can't see it well. So yeah, and a couple other hands, a couple other posing hands. He has a pop out the hair, an extra hair piece to make it, oh, that looks whack, to make it look like he's fighting and the wind is blowing his hair back, but I don't know, it doesn't look quite as good. So I was hoping for a smiling face, because he just gets this normal face, the same face but looking off to the side, and then that yelling face, and then the Sukuna head. I was kind of hoping that he would come with a smiling head too, or I wish that he came with a smiling head too, because, you know, it's Itadori, he's smiling. Yuji Itadori. You know, he's smiling a lot in the show. He's always having a good time with his buddies. So let's see. And then that leaves us with the best character in the show, and quite possibly one of the best characters in anime. Hang on. Alright. saying, quite possibly one of the best characters in anime in the last, I don't know, we'll just say like 5 years, 10 years, because there have been several good ones, and what can I say? Come on. I don't know why the thing won't go in. There we are. Alrighty. Satoru Gojo. Again, best character in the show, without a doubt. Single-handedly fantastic. Smugness, charmingness, the charisma. Them eyes. So. There we are. He's definitely the tallest. I'll give him already. He's considerably bigger than both Fushiguro and Itadori. Yeah. Yeah, he's the best character. You don't see him much, but he's probably, like, I don't know. I haven't seen enough shows in the last couple of years to really say whether or not he's one of the best in the last 10 years, but listen, he's up there. He's definitely one of the most, like, charismatic. I mean, I'm talking about an animated character, so yeah. Feeling great, looking great. Got a few alternate hands and heads. In fact, one of them is an unmasked head with a very good looking paint job on the eyes, if I can get them out. Here we are. Head sculpt with the blank eyes and no blindfold. Comes with an extra blindfold that hangs around his neck. Alright, let's try this out. Might be easiest to pop the head off. Try and find the seam where the faceplate would be for the hair. Oh, his hair is like really flexible. That's weird. Let's see. Or do you just pull it off? I think I just might pull it off. Oh, you pull down. That is weird. Laughing, being all happy. He's probably embarrassing Sukuna right now. You know, when Sukuna, he first shows up in episode 2 or 1 or whatever it is. There we are. Alright, couple of accessories. This is most likely his domain expansion. Suppose like this. Domain expansion, I think, maybe, I don't know. couple of gestural hands. Let's see, then there's this one where he goes like this. It's looking great. Looking pretty spiffy. And then he has this one, which is meant to, by my estimation, doesn't show in the box, but I'm guessing it's supposed to insinuate something, or it's him pulling down his blindfold. The single hand crossed fingers is the domain expand. Alright. Then there's this one, which is either insinuating something or it's him pulling his blindfold down. So but with that concludes all of the stuff I have to open. Starting off again with the power pole. Actually, put this stuff away. Alright, starting off, again, roll call with the power pole. It's just that red stick there for Goku and company. Going to see later on if that can fit in or be used with the Kid Goku that I have, because he also comes with a power pole, since that was his main weapon in the show. So this is how this Goku will be posed from now until forever. And then after that, the what do you call it? Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Great feeling piece. Only problem is that the hair sticks out super far when you pose him. Especially looking straight ahead. Otherwise, if you have the hair all the way as far as down as you can get it, he's looking up into space. So either way, great looking piece. One that could have been better in my eye. The only problem is how loose this ankle is. I might have to fix that later. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, looking absolutely try-hard and edgelord and mildly disgusting, but always looking cool AF. Great look for Goku, even if occasionally this show isn't the greatest. So I hope I just got sent. Oh, a friend of mine is watching The Boys. It's Kaiju-zilla. Alright, after... I'm feeling this one is so weird now. After Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we got Nobara. Very fiddly just for how the proportions are with this. Very fragile feeling. And then after Nobara, we got Megumi. Pretty great, pretty good. For $30 as well. I mean, plus shipping, but whatever. After that, Itadori, Yuji Itadori. And then he's got big feet. He's got really, really big feet. All of these guys do, except for actually Nobara has big feet too. Gojo's the only one that's got normal sized feet. Anyway, After that, Gojo. Best character in the show, without a shadow of a doubt. So it only makes sense for it to translate to the best figure in the line so far. They have shown and solicited, they've shown photos and then they put up a pre-order the movie version of Gojo, and let's see, let me check out what his name is. There is a movie version of Gojo with a white handkerchief or white blindfold, as well as Yuta Okotsu with a sword and a couple of faces, although he looks kind of bad, to be honest. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know if I'll get either of them. I might just stick with the main four here, or whatever. If they release a Sukuna, or with like the full garb, I'll probably get that, because he might be the best character in the show, to be honest. Subbed or dubbed, but probably subbed, obviously. So he is good in the sub. I'll concede that one. That one caveat. I'll give that to the sub, or no, the dub. Alright. And one thing I learned too is that the Kamehameha effect does work with the Mechagodzilla monster arts from Godzilla vs. Kong. You just gotta angle it correctly, and then it looks like he's charging up Proton Scream. That's what it's called. The Proton Scream effect. So, didn't unbox this today, but holy moly, is this guy ever good. Really impressed with this guy. He's kind of a big sleeper hit for me. I knew I was gonna like him, but I didn't know I was gonna like him as much as I do. He's pretty great, to be honest. When it's all said and done, obviously could come with some accessories, more accessories of his own, some red highlights in the rib cage and whatever in the arms to make it look like it's from the movie itself. But I'm not too mad at this guy. He's pretty fantastic, and he's big and heavy. Let's see, already. Let's see. Now that I got the main purpose of the video, or the live stream, out of the way, which is to unbox all of these guys, because I've had these guys on ice since the beginning of May. So I got Nobara when I got the Monster Arts Godzilla, the 2004 version, the Final Wars version, and that was at the beginning of May. So Nobara has been on ice for the last month, sitting in this here box underneath my chair for a while. Then I got Super Saiyan 4 and 3 Goku, as well as the Power Pole, early May, and then the other 3 Jujutsu Kaisen guys I got about a week after that. So I've had them for about 2 weeks, and they've just been sitting under the chair off to my right. So yeah, they've just been sitting in that box for the last, month or so, 3 to 4 weeks, and finally got around to opening him. This is the perfect occasion to do it for. And just kind of thought, why not go ahead and wait for this special occasion. Excuse me. So, I don't really have much else to talk about. thanks to anybody that went to the premiere of the what do you call it? Anniversary video that went up about an hour or 2 hours ago. I hope you enjoyed it. Slightly rushed. I procrastinated a little bit, but whatever. Copyright claim got it, but I just edited the music out because it was me watching. It was during the reaction segment. You'll hear it's called elevator music. You'll hear the elevator music in the background increase, and then just some like blues music starts to play over it, and that was to get rid of a copyright claim, because I don't really care about copyright claims, but if I can avoid having one, I will. And because it was at a non-essential part of the video, I really didn't care. And the main scripted portion, with me talking and doing a voiceover with all the video and all that, that was all scored by Gigantor music. Big fan of Gigantor. Haven't seen any of it in a while, but I'm a big fan of Gigantor. And I was trying to find a way to get the music in, and I was like, let me check iTunes and see if they have the soundtrack. I checked iTunes, and lo and behold, they did, and I just bought it. It was $10, and it's great music. So I now own the Gigantor soundtrack on iTunes. I don't even know if they have the actual show, because if they do, I might get some more of that, because you cannot find Gigantor on DVD at all. Gigantor. Let's see what this is. Oh, that is not Gigantor. Oh, it's Gigantic. That's a bit different. Yeah, just by the looks of it, it's only the Gigantor Gigantor soundtrack, which I'm fine with. Like I said, Gigantor is awesome. Without it, we wouldn't have the modern day mecha franchise or mecha genre. We owe Mobile Suit Gundam, Mazinger Z, Getter, Robo, or whatever it's called, all to Gigantor. So, I think there's a couple of Gigantor figures. There's two Soul of Jigoken figures, and those are like 10 inches tall. And I think they're for some modern movie or something, or modern, I don't know what. But they're in color, because Gigantor for some reason is a giant blue robot. That doesn't make sense to me. I know the show in black and white, and I know there's a Mafex version that's blue, and then there's another Mafex version that's black and white, but they're expensive, and I've seen a couple of things say they're not the greatest. But if I were to get one of those versions, it would definitely be the black and white, because that's just how I know the show. And that would be funny to just have a black and white Gigantor on the shelf. Let's see. Yeah, Gojo's feeling good. It's not flimsy at all. It's got a good feeling. This rubber overlay on the bottom half, it feels so weird. I don't know if I like that, or if I'd rather just have a cut right here at the waist. Gojo's got really long legs. Looking at him now. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know what else I got to talk about. I got nothing really to cover. Got nothing right now on the animation front. I've just kind of been doing a little bit here and there, kind of doing whatever I want when it comes to that. not gonna lie, I've been kind of feeling a little disenchanted with YouTube as a whole. Part of me is like the honeymoon period, I guess you could say, with the channel has been over for a while. But I don't know what the best way to put it is. It's getting a bit. It's not tedious, but it's like I put up a video and it gets 20 views, and that's 1% of my subscribers. I'm not expecting every subscriber to watch. I'm not saying that's unrealistic, but that's just not going to happen. For some reason, YouTube doesn't do that, and also people just like might not watch the video to begin with. Might not interest them, and I understand that. There are plenty of people in my subscription box that I don't watch the video for because it just doesn't interest me, and I'd rather watch something else. So that all makes sense, and I understand that. But that shouldn't be literally 99% of my audience not seeing that. So slightly disenchanted with YouTube. I've considered just kind of like slowing down on the upload, which I mean I kind of have just through not posting anything. I just try not to have it be nothing but behind the scenes, because they would just be coming out like once a month or once every couple of weeks or whatever it would be, and that would just like fill up the channel and because they don't really animate very frequently anymore, which is sad, and that's gonna slow down even more in the coming months. But I've kind of just considered having the channel just kind of only be the animations and leaving whatever videos I might want to do, leaving them for something else. I don't know what they would be, to be honest. So not ending the channel, but like I said, the honeymoon period has been over for a long time, and now it's really starting to just be like, okay, that's it's not as fun as it used to be. So pop off the hand, realign the ball joints. I like my ball joints to go this way, in alignment with the elbows. And then check Fushiguro. He also has this new style hand joint, although he doesn't have any metal in his. Let's see. So anybody able to comment, give me a topic to talk about, and we can discuss it. To the best of my ability. I watched Predator the other day for since September. I saw it for the first time back in September. Loved it, and then I watched the sequels. I watched Predator 2 in January, and that was, to me, a disaster. And then I watched Predators with Adrian Brody that came out in 2010, and that was pretty good, to be honest. I liked that one quite a bit. It unfortunately was held down by the fact that it was basically a remake of Predator, and it didn't have an original bone in its body, to be honest. Like its index finger, like its pinky finger was the only original part of its body, and everything else was almost a carbon copy of Predator. but I still liked it. And then I watched The Predator, and I hated that thing. That abomination of a movie is awful. I don't understand how it could be that bad. From what I understand, it was actually going to be worse. Shane Black's original script was apparently even more bloated and what do you call it? There's just more to do, and it apparently just wasn't good. And Fox, being Fox, ordered rewrites, and that threw things out of whack. And I don't think the movie was going to be good, regardless. So the then a friend of mine, Campster Rook, and I rewatched Predator over a call over 2 days, and we both, like, he's seen it several times, and this was only the second time I saw it, and I was already like, this is my second favorite movie ever, or whatever. It's definitely my favorite Arnold movie. But I've had very few movies just like completely like 1-2 punch me into having it be one of my favorites of all time. So let's see, what else? I don't really got much else. Thanks to anybody, like I said earlier, that showed up to the premiere. Thanks to anybody that watched this this live stream. By my analytics, not too many people watched the video. It's only got 8 views. It's a goddamn premiere. So yeah, anybody got any topics to talk about? Otherwise, might end it soon. Yeah, because I got nothing. But I don't see anything. Look to see if any places I buy stuff has a Gigantor. Not that I can tell. What's up next on your anime watch list? I gotta rewatch Ava, because we're gonna be watching End of Ava in July, and I've been unfair to Evangelion, if I'm gonna be honest. I've been very unfair to the show, to the series. I watched probably the worst. I watched it in probably the worst way I could, which was the Netflix dub when it came out, and that was pretty awful from what I remember. So I will be rewatching it subbed, and giving it the attention it deserves. And watching it subbed, because I really liked the rebuilds for the most part. 1 and 2 are great. 3 is just the bottomest of okay. And then 4 is, I don't even remember 4, if I'm gonna be honest. 4 was just a cluster in my mind from what I remember. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember 4 all that well. It's like a 3.5 hour long movie. Evangelion 4.0. 1.0 plus 3.0 thrice upon a time. Oh, it's only 2.5 hours? It feels like it was like 3.5. That is, yeah. But anyway, Toei did it. Toei did Dragon Ball. That's interesting. So, and then obviously you need to rewatch Jujutsu, give that another shot. Dubbed, or no, not dubbed, subbed. And, anything else? Too much to watch. Eventually I'll get to Fire Force. Eventually at some point, and then I don't know what else after that. I want to get into Naruto. I can't get into One Piece, but I want to watch Naruto, Bleach. Let me just check Netflix, because I have a couple things saved on Netflix. Oops, wrong one. Netflix. Go to list. Oh, they changed the interface again. Eventually, Hunter x Hunter. 7 Deadly. I want to redo Iron Blooded Orphans. Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. I only got to season 2, or only went up to season 2, then I stopped. What is this? Kenga Ashura? I don't know why I had that saved. A couple other Mobile Suit Gundams, like Hathaway in the original show. I might give Singular Point another chance. Japan Sinks, I need to watch that. There's Gant Zero, which apparently is like a live action anime, sort of. There's one other show. There's one other show that I was just thinking of that I cannot remember the name of. I cannot. God damn, what is it called? Oh, Baki. Baki, which is apparently like a boxing, and it's like super weird. I don't know what it is, but I'm somewhat interested in Baki, giving that a try. Oh, Mob Psycho as well. Give that a try as well. So too much to watch. GT and Super, Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Super I need to watch as well. So eventually those will be watched. And then, of course, there are movies I just need to rewatch. I haven't seen the original trilogy in a very, very long time. I haven't seen the Indiana Jones movies in a very long time. All 4 of them. Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff I need to rewatch. I have a couple of things on, what do you call it? Movies Anywhere that I bought, like Scarface. I bought Scarface a while ago. I need to watch that. I'm going to my Movies Anywhere. The 2 X-Files movies, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead. Rewatched The Birds, rewatched Doctor Strangelove and Parasite. I watched The Big Lebowski a month ago. Phenomenal. Need to watch 2001: A Space Odyssey, King of Comedy. I need to rewatch / finish Taxi Driver. I only got like an hour in before I had to turn it off. I don't remember why. Into the Spider-Verse I might rewatch soon. I don't know. Crimson Tide I need to watch. Bridge Over the River Kwai with Sir Alec Guinness. Ghostbusters I need to rewatch. So, along with anime, there's movies I need to watch as well that eventually will be seen at some point in time. I don't know when. Oh, this looks weird. So, like I said, eventually those will be watched. So, just don't know when. Cannot guarantee a darn thing when it comes to being able to watch anything. But yeah, picking up the Super Saiyan 3 again. This guy just feels great. I can see why he was on a lot of people's like top lists of that year, because he feels great. Looks great. If only, like I said, if only the hair could go down lower, so that if he were looking straight ahead, he wouldn't have this, like, his hair sticking out. I'm also tempted to see if I can take the halo out, which I think you can. Just very carefully wiggle it out. I'll fiddle with it later too. Same with the tail on Super Saiyan 4. So, well, I think that concludes the live stream. Again, thanks to anybody that went to the premiere of the anniversary video, the history of Kaimo Films. Greatly appreciated. Thanks to anybody that came in here, commented, liked, whatever the case may be. The support is always appreciated. Doesn't go unappreciated. I don't have much planned in the way right now in terms of anything. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, slightly disenchanted with YouTube. I'm not tired of making videos or animations. It's just I don't really have as much time as I would like to. I have 2 jobs, and I get home tired. I could get more sleep, but yeah. So, but yeah, again, thanks for the support over the last 5 years. Thanks to anybody that watched the premiere earlier and watched this video. Go follow me on Instagram, Twitter as well, Letterboxd. Look up Kaimo Films, you'll find me. And then I have a Twitch as well that I started for no reason other than why not, and that is at beef_McDuncan or twitch.tv/beef_McDuncan. That's McDunkin. McDuncan. Originally was, when I made that name, it was Beef McDuncan Nuggies, but that was too long for most accounts, most websites, so I shortened it down to Beef McDuncan. And that's my name on pretty much any like gaming. Steam as well, if you want to follow me on Steam. I don't really care. Rocket League, Beef McDuncan. So yeah. Yeah. Again, thanks for the support, and I'll see you